Welcome back. Today we're talking about APT, the crypto that has actually done extremely well in the short amount of the new year that we've had so far in 2023. So as usual, I'm going to give you price predictions and my honest thoughts with APT against its Tether or USD value, its BTC value, and its Ethereum value. Let's get started. So if you're familiar with my channel, I've used this for quite some time. This is coincodex.com. This is the website, and I ping all of these values to their Ethereum value. So all these are pinged currently to their Ethereum value, as you can see right here. The whole point of doing this is to form a benchmark for yourself to see if a crypto is stronger than Ethereum or not. It's just a benchmark. So you can see all these cryptos that are red are underperforming compared to Ethereum. You can still buy them if it fits your analysis, but ideally, you want to go with the trend. So you can see APT has just absolutely flogged Ethereum so far for this short amount of 2023. You can see completely destroying Ethereum in the triple digits in the year to date and 1 year change against its Ethereum value. In the last 7 days, it's underperforming to Ethereum by 6.25%, but look at that 1 month change, outperforming Ethereum by 251%. So APT has been doing extremely well. Let's have a look at the chart. So we've got APT on the Binance, compared it to its USDT, and we can see at the moment we've had several breakouts and now we are just pausing. Now I'm going to put this on a weekly because I think a weekly is going to do a bit better of a job just kind of, reducing the clutter to see where it is, because daily there can just be a little bit too much happening. So we had 3 weeks of breakouts continuously for APT. So like I said, start of 2023, we went up 101% in 1 week. Second week, we went up 67% or 68%. Following week, went up 34%. So you can see we're starting to lose a little bit of steam. First week, we went up 100%. Second week, went up 68%. Third week, went up 38%. So it's still very good by crypto standards in any market by any means, but you're seeing that the volume is starting to die off a little bit. Now, the good news at the moment is that we are getting the pullback. Now, this is a very, very good, healthy pullback that's going to really determine if APT is going to continue its rise. I think it will. We'll get to that in a little bit. Or if it's going to continue its way down and get its pullback, that a really steep pullback, meaning that we're probably going to end up somewhere around here. I don't think it's going to happen, mainly because at the moment you can see that the candle has a bit of a wick on the weekly, so you can see an attempted sell-off, but it's getting bought back up. Now there is a bit of resistance happening at that $20 mark, so you can see resistance, but that's okay because it's just a little bit of resistance in the overall uptrend. So you can see still a bull flag formation coming from this breakout candle that happened on the 25th of January. For this breakout to be void and to be null, basically meaning that the breakout failed, this candle needs to be eliminated, which, I mean, it's still a fair while away from it. The other thing that's really good about APT is if we look at the 4-hour chart, it pretty much bounced off its 50% pretty cleanly multiple times. So there's your first support, and then it tried to get a sell-off on some decent volume, but immediately got some bought back up and pushed back up because it really wants to make another run at that $20.40 mark. Now, these things can fail. That's the risk you take with any investment. Any investment you take, you can say to yourself, okay, that's just not how it panned out, and it broke, and it can break. Again, the breakout bar, that $12.30 mark, that's what needs to hold for this breakout to remain valid to the upside. If it fails this candle, this daily candle, this breakout, then it's going to fail, and there's your breakout basically gone. So that's the one right there, that white line. I'll basically put that as red. So we do not want to see this red line or this red horizontal line broken. We really don't want to see that for this to remain valid. Price predictions, what's going to happen with APT? Well, the thing is, this thing went basically to $100 when it got listed on Binance in October of last year. Is it going to go to $100? It's possible. Solana did it, but we have to take it little by little because we still are in a high inflationary period, and it does cost the whales a lot of money to leverage and try to enter in positions at high amounts. They do have the money for it, but they're not going to do it at the moment because it's still just too much of not enough time to sort of have a bit of a cool down. Crypto still needs to have a bit more of a rest period. So 2022 was your down period, 2023 will be a rest period, 2024 most likely will be a resumed bull run. But that doesn't mean APT can't do it, but we have to wait until we start breaking some more resistance values. So $20 needs to break, and then we have to see the volume and how it's going to go. For price predictions, if I have a look at my extension chart, you can see the 50% coming in at $24. So that will be 0.2 of resistance. So that would be number 2, it's right there. So again, resistance number 1, $20. Step number 2, resistance coming at $24. 618 mark coming at $26. 1 mark coming in at $32. And then we can start climbing up some of these higher areas. 1.5 mark coming out at $40. And so forth. Now, I'm not going to get too overboard with it because there's just some areas to look at for resistance. Of course, at any point among these things can get rejected and fall down, but there is some price predictions to have should APT continue its dominance, which it looks like it's doing for now. If we have a look at APT against its BTC value, this is again on the weekly. Let's just put this on the daily, and you will see against this BTC value, put the low in basically December of last year before really creeping up quite quickly, broke its 50%, found support on it on the 25th of Jan, had your breakout bar, 46% increase against its BTC value, blue flag formation forming at the moment, staying in between this slightly descending wedge, but still overall in a very healthy bar because the breakout candle is still remaining to be its breakout. So this part hasn't been broken and this 50% remains at the moment, which I do expect APT to break, and then we'll start moving forward. So that's the problem with APT, is that it's just too new of a crypto. There's not much data, so having price predictions, we can use the extension tool, we can see how far it goes, but any news announcement or any sort of big sell-off at any point can do it. That's the unpredictability when there's not much information. There's clear skies ahead after $20. We'll see where APT goes, but I do love the look on this one. But again, these things can fail just because we are still in a high inflationary period. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope it helped with the price predictions and how I compare it compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. If you like the content and you want to see more altcoin reviews, subscribe to the channel. Until then, everyone, I will see you on the next video.